Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Iyun, HaMishna. Today we're going to be learning Perek Dalid, Mishnah Dalid. Omer l'shluchos seyu trom torem gedaito shabal abayis. You make a shliach to take off truma. So the Mishnah says that the shliach, if he doesn't know how much the Baal normally gives, so normally you either give 1/50th is the middle range, or to give 1/60th is stingy, or 1/40th is generous. All of those are considered possible donations of truma, what the Baal Bayis would give. If you don't know, normally you should give. The Mishnah recommends giving 1/50th. You could, if you gave 1/40th, 1/60th, it's the evid is chal. Now the question is, but if you knew that he only gives 1/50th and you gave 1/40th, it's not chal. 1/60th, he didn't. If you knew exactly what his das was, then you're not a shliach, you're not his emissary, you're mavachal, your shlichus. Of course, it's not going to be effective. The question is over here, if you don't know, and then the Baal Bayis comes and tells you, you think, right? Oh, I'll be generous, right? The Baal Bayis, I'm not sure, so I'll get. The Mishnah recommended giving 1/50th. You know what? Maybe my Baal Bayis, the guy I work for, I know he's a very generous guy. He gives 1/40th, so he took off 1/40th for him, and the Baal Bayis comes screaming back, "What do you mean? You know, the stock market's in recession over here. I can't afford to give 1/40th. I can only do 1/50th." Mishnah Paskins, it's good b'diavad. It works. How could it be, right? He's doing it. When I make a shliach to do something on me, and the mishalech says, I never had intended to do that, so he should be able to mavatel the mafreya and say, listen, a shliach is only as good as what the Baal Bayis wanted. The Baal Bayis didn't specify over here. He didn't specify. I have to estimate what he wanted, but if he comes and tells me afterwards, I'm not happy with this, why is it b'diavad okay? So we have to learn, like I'm saying over here, this chiddush, that even though normally shlichus by other areas of the Torah, it's like the shliach is, the yad arichta is like a long hand of the mishalech. He's doing the ma'aseh for the mishalech. By shlichus by truma, that's not the case. Shlichus by truma is that the shliach is acting on his own accord, right? The shliach, he's doing his own ma'aseh. That's, we learn atem gam atem, the extra word gam, to tell you there's a new concept of shlichus by truma, and that the shliach is acting on his own accord. And because by truma he has a special dispensation to act on his own accord, and all shlichus means by truma is that whatever he did is effective for me. So therefore, it's really in the hands of the shliach. He has a little more power over here. So the Baal Bayis can't say, "Oh, I didn't want to do that." That's all. You can only say that if he's acting as your hand. He's doing your ma'aseh. I didn't do that ma'aseh. I don't want that ma'aseh. That's not my ma'aseh. But if you make him a shliach, you're giving him the power to decide on his own. And once he decides on his own, it's effective b'diavad for you, even though you didn't do it, because you can only control your ma'aseh. You can't control what the shliach does, because the shliach has his own power over here to do whatever he wants over here. Obviously, if he does something that the Torah doesn't recommend, more than 1/40th or less than 1/60th, it's invalid. And if he knows what the guy's doing, then of course, right, he didn't make him a shliach. Everyone knows he didn't make him a shliach. If everyone knows this guy's, right, a miser, and he's not going to give more than 1/60th, you can't do something different. But if you don't know, so then the koach goes into the hand of the shliach to do as he wishes, and you can't be mavatel them afreya. That will be the chiddush for today. Hope you enjoyed. See you tomorrow.